Kia ora, my name is Annette Joyce, and for 17 of the last 19 years I have been the principal at Rotorua Girls High School. In recent years I have become concerned at the apparent dysfunction of the Rotorua Council. Fabulous Rotorua deserves better than this. I have the necessary skills, knowledge and experience to help build the council into a strong team, delivering to the ratepayers what they deserve. My wide education background will provide a unique perspective on council. I urge you to make your first choice, Joyce.
Very nice. I like that line you've got on your, and you've got that on your billboard
Yes,
too, haven't you?
yes.
No. So tell me, there's I guess some dysfunction within the current council and how they've been going. So what do they need? Do they need a good principal to bring them into line? Do they?
No, I thought about that. I thought about maybe a report card with a suggestion of huge potential, but just not getting it right at the moment. But actually, I think more than anything, looking from the outside, it seems to me that they need to work as a team.
Mm-hmm.
They need to understand that it is a privilege to be a councillor, and that when you're there, other things get put away, and you must all work together. You've got to find ways through. And I think that is something that you can accomplish quite easily.
So how would you bring them together as a team?
Well, there's a number of ways of doing it. I mean, one obvious way would be to actually, we're not going to be the same team, presumably. If I'm on, it's certainly not the same team as it was. But I think one of the first things you could do would be to bring in an external mediator, someone who could talk to everyone, see where people are coming from on this new council, bring those things together positively. Let's look at things where maybe there may be divergence.
But isn't that the job of the mayor?
Well, some may say so, but I think a mayor's job is a very big one. The mayor obviously is the face of the council, but I think sometimes to be the face of the council in all facets, and also to be a good team player, may not gel or may not gel quite easily. And so I think it is something that can be addressed, whoever is the mayor. I think we need to start off.
So on council, there's certainly some factions this term.
Yes.
There's a bit of a spectrum. Steve's on one end and you've got some other people at the other end. Where do you sit on that spectrum?
I think I'd probably sit in the middle, but I do think that's a very silly thing to say, isn't it, really? I guess it's not an easy thing to answer because I haven't looked at the council and thought, where do I fit it on that? I've looked at the council and thought, what can I contribute to a new council?
And the key things you can contribute?
I think the key things I can contribute are that I am a very good team player, and I know how to make teams work and how to make teams have good results. The second thing I think that I want to bring to council is a return, well, not necessarily a return, but an adherence to the things that the locals want. And the third thing that I certainly bring is my wide education background, and that is something that I think Rotorua could become a model for all the local councils in New Zealand with education.
Now, your quick fire questions. The Green Corridor, do you support it? Yes or no?
No.
Some of the mayoral candidates are saying that any future rate increases should be kept to a maximum of 2%. Do you support that?
I do, but I also understand that things could go very differently on a national level, and you can't be held to it then.
Health hub? Yes or no?
So,
the health hub?
I think we are down the line of the health hub and need to continue with it at
So
this
that's
stage.
a yes?
Yes.
That's a yes. And the Te Arawa partnership?
My understanding is that the Te Arawa partnership is done by the last council, and I would obviously work with it and be very, very happy with it.
So you support it?
Yes.
And tell me, just finally, a little personal question. Do you want to tell us something about yourself that people mightn't know about?
Oh gosh, if you wanted to find me on Friday lunchtimes, you'd find me down at St Mary's coaching my grandson's mini ball team, and Friday night down at the courts.
Thank you, Annette, for your time, and all the best for your campaign. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who've turned 18 recently who might be out there knowing who you are.
Well, some of them will have be well into their 30s and know who I am, close to 40 in fact.